Hey there, welcome back to my channel. You're at the Thrifty Journal Shop. My name's Amber, and today I'm going to share two of my latest little golden book junk journals with you. I had these two books in my stash, and I was thinking spring, Easter. However, there's not an Easter theme really in these, so you can use these all year round, any time of the year. When I make my little golden books, I like to make them a bit different. I really enjoy making journals with a soft spine, and I love having like the pliableness to it, and I love incorporating fabric into the journal cover. And if I can sew on the chipboard, I'm so down for that. Just gives it a different look. Personally, when I journal, I like to have a squishy, soft journal to work with. I'm not one that really cares for a chipboard hard spine. And I love using fabric. So with these, I have some really cool quilt scraps that I've found, but I didn't want to cover them up with this cover. So I was trying to think how I could still use like quilt scraps and a bunch of my thrifted fabric finds, but not cover up the good stuff. So I have this quilt that my mom gave me. And this is from her church. I think years ago she got it from the church, and someone had, made this quilt, and it's beautiful in its own way. And I say that respectfully. I'm not big on the colors. This reminds me of 1980s, and we had this kind of going on in our house, like the mauve and the blue. And like, I don't know if you remember, if you grew up around then, like the little wood figurines, like the country geese. And so to me, this is just not my color scheme. Okay. And so what I did, and it's stained. This is just over time. I've washed these like 2 or 3 times. They're nice and clean, but I just couldn't get the stains out. And I knew I wouldn't use these as a cover, but I thought, how could I maybe use this as somewhat of a cover? So what I did here was I took this as the base, and then I added a bunch of different fabrics to it. So I didn't mind covering this part up. And then I already had that fold when I cut the quilt apart, and then I could reinforce the spine. So that's what the cover is made out of, is that. So I've got two here. I've got Tail of Peter Rabbit, Bugs Bunny, and Too Many Carrots. They both have the whole story inside. We'll go over the Tail of the Peter Rabbit first. So this one is about 9 1/4 in the height and 8 1/4 in the width. It has 2 signatures. The first signature's got 28 pages with a total of 56. The second has 30 pages with a total of 60, giving you like 116 pages. So here's the front. You can see some of that mauve here, but then I did add some other quilt scraps and stuff. I'm still looking for feed sack quilts and everything. I love bright colors and floral prints and like 70s and 60s even and 80s, and just bright colors. But so I did brighten it up a little bit. Just thought it was really pretty. Pulled some of the blues and greens. On this side, I left the top here, so you can put something in there if you want. I did tuck something in there for you. So I just made this journaling card. This is from a children's book with the little rabbit and the bear. Just added this paper trim and some fabric and my acrylic beads. I did tuck that in there. I did sew the back cover closed on this one. All right, let's take a look inside. So on the inside, I lined it with some of my fabric, and I put a lace pocket here. And I had another little golden book, like one of those huge ones, really large ones, of the Tail of the Peter Rabbit. So what I did is I took some of the pages and fussy cut them and made some journaling cards, added some lace here. I've got some wallpaper in here. I just altered a security envelope, did some collage, and then just tucked in a tag with some fabric. Children's book page with a silk flower. We've got a craft book page. And here, I just paper clipped this, but I saw this idea on Treasure Books, Natasha's channel. She had taken some security envelopes and altered them. This is like a bookmark or like a overhang for a page. So what it is you just take two different security envelopes. I sewed the fabric here, and then you can just hang it over the page. And here I left this, so you've got like a little tuck here. Inside here's just some book page, and I just tucked this tag, added some stickers. And then on this side, I did some more collage, and then once again, there's just a little tag that I tucked in there, added some scraps from some different book pages, so this polka dotted fabric. So I just laid that over this page. You can move it around, take it out, put it in a different book, and I just clipped it here with the paper clip with some fabric. That was a really cute idea. Another children's book page just has like some gardening stuff in there, really pretty. Got paisley. More garden page. Some fabric, lots of fabric scraps in here. Here's a pocket, and I just tucked a recipe card in here. Here's some graph paper. And now we're going to start the story. And copyright 1970, 1958. So this might be a 1970s golden book. It's in really good condition. And then here's a page from a childcraft book of Peter Rabbit also, and I just put that in there. You're going to have stationery with fabric, original book page. You have lots of writing space in here, more stationery. Here's out of a teacher's guide. I thought that was kind of cute. Within the garden, more book page. I've got music paper, and I did some stenciling. Original book page. More of that teacher's paper. We've got stationery with a card tuck, and I just tucked in a journaling card with a bunch of scraps of paper. Original book page, more stationery, the Tale of the Peter Rabbit childcraft book, original book page. Then I added a garden paper with a flip here, more fabric. Here I tucked in a bingo card, and you could always alter that and just paper clip some little fabric there. It's the back of the page. Tuck that in there. Got more children's book page of that garden paper. Got chives on that side. Then I just made a playing card pocket with one of my cards that says vegetables, and this is just that really pretty craft book paper, and I just stuck this stationery in there. I thought those colors were really pretty. More of that children's book page with the little bunny and the bear. Here's the back of that wallpaper, and I just added some paper trim. I sewed on an envelope. I really love the aqua color in here, and I did stick a card in here with a cardinal. I love cardinals. They're like one of my favorite birds. And then here I just paper clipped another one of those Peter Rabbit journaling cards I made on some really pretty paper. Here's a map that I have. It's a book of Hawaii. So I added that, and what I did here was I just folded it down, made like a little flip tuck pocket here, added a silk flower, and here's a couple recipe sheets from a vintage cookbook that I have. This is from a church out of Arcadia, Michigan. I thought that was kind of cool to stick in there. I've got some Cabbage Patch Doll book page. I love the Cabbage Patch Dolls. Thought that was cute with the rabbit. Got some fabric. Got some wrapping paper, and there's a little tuck area right there. Music paper. Here's a pocket, and I just tucked a piece of stationery in there. Scrapbook paper. I love this color of this scrapbook paper. And I added a little silk leaf down here. Then there's a pocket here, and I just tucked these scraps in. I thought it looked pretty. This is from a children's book page. I thought that was kind of cool with the carrots. You could fussy cut those out. I just added a couple scraps of paper for you. Children's book page. This is another children's book with a rabbit in it, the bird. More stationery. Original book page. Oh, and we are on the second signature. The second signature started with the map page. Okay, and here's another one of my security envelopes with the fabric scraps. I've been putting these in my journals lately. So what I do is I just take a bunch of pieces of fabric and I lightly glue them down, and then I go around and sew around there. And so you can kind of see the rabbit page peeking through. And this is the back. You could always add a picture to these if you would like. And here's another page from another children's book with a rabbit and Winnie the Pooh. Stationery. And then I made a tuck here with Scooby-Doo, and I added a time card that you could alter. Original book page. Easter Bunny cake. So I did add some cake decorating book pages. I've got to add my cake decorating book pages. I love this picture. It's beautiful with the Easter eggs. I added a popcorn bag. I found these at the Dollar Tree. And in here, I just added some gift tags and some random stickers. A little paper clip. Here's the back of that cake decorating page with the Easter Bunny cake. Got some fabric. Original book page. And then here, oops. And then here is some stationery, and I just sewed. I extended it by sewing some wallpaper. Here's that other book page with Winnie the Pooh. And here's the inside of that fabric security envelope. Love the texture. Here's the other side. Got Peter Rabbit. Stationery, more children's book page, original book page. And then here is that scrapbook paper, and I just added some lined paper here that I had watercolored on, and I just tucked in some scraps for you. There's the back of that. Here's the music paper, and I clipped another journaling card I made from that big Peter Rabbit golden book. Thought this was just really cute. Added a silk flower and some fabric. Tucked in the other side of that stationery. Here's the inside of that wrapping paper. There's a little tuck there. Cabbage Patch Doll page. Love these dragonflies. Just love all the colors in here. We've got that map page, and I just folded it down here. There's the back of the map. And in here I just tucked some lined paper. And then here's the back. And in here I tucked a napkin. So I found these napkins at a thrift store, and I thought they were just really, really pretty. So you could use this to like decoupage a project if you wanted to. And then here's another lace pocket. And then I tucked another Peter Rabbit journaling card in there. And that's the back. So that is the Peter Rabbit journal. So pretty. Such a cute journal. Nice and squishy. Okay, now I got the Bugs Bunny one. So this one had a lot of blue and orange in the cover. So I did find some of my thrifted fabrics that had more blue and oranges in it. So I pulled some of those. Here's part of another vintage quilt scrap that I had. All that. Has two signatures. So this one is about 9.5 with the height and about 8 1/4 with the width. This too has the two signatures, like I said. The first signature has 28 pages with a total of 56, and the second signature also has 28 with a total of 56 front and back. So you're going to have a total of 112 pages altogether, front and back. So on this one, I did leave this open here, and in here I tucked this journaling card. I made this journaling card. This is an image from a calendar. And so I just cut that out, added some trim here, and then I just made a little loop dangle here with some of my acrylic beads. Added some fabric. So that'll be tucked in the front cover. I did leave the back cover of this one open, so you could tuck something back there too. All right, let's take a look inside. So this too has all of the original story in it. So in here I put this really pretty fabric that I have. I thought it went well with the cover with the orange. a lace pocket, and just another journaling card. This is an image from another children's book on some of that fun Dollar Tree paper. Really pretty scrapbook paper with some lace. Here's one of those security envelopes with the little window. You can see the bird back here. This is from another children's book with the birds and the rabbits. Cake decorating paper. We've got some cupcakes here. This is children's book page with the bear and the bunny. Thought that was really pretty. We've got a stationery flip here. Here is some craft book paper. I've got this craft book. I've mentioned it a couple times, and it has all these retro furniture, beds, and I just love all the colors. And here's a bright yellow one. So I added some fabric here. There's a pocket. I added some pretty stationery. Now we've got the storybook. Looks like copyright 1976. 7th printing, 1981. So this book is also in really good condition. Love the colors in this Bugs Bunny. We've got some music paper that I did some stenciling on with some stars. And in here, I just tucked a weekly time card. Stationery, graph paper, some more stationery with the moon and the sun and the planets. So pretty. Original book page. More stationery. Here's another one of those Hawaii maps. And I just folded it down, added some fabric. And in here, I also tucked some vintage cookbook pages. It's all weathered real nice. Inside of that. Love the colors. And in this side, I tucked a bingo card. You could alter that. Got stationery, original book page. We've got some more of that stationery, and I just sewed some heavier cardstock down with some fabric, graph paper, stationery, got a music paper, and in here I tucked a time card and a recipe card. Back of that stenciled, original book page. Here's some craft paper. I like using this with the black and white. It's just really pretty. You could always use some colored pencils and color that if you wanted to. In here, I just tucked some tissue paper from a vintage dress pattern and a paper scrap. Bunny book page with the bears. More cake decorating paper. That's so pretty with the colors there next to that page. The sweet little bunny rabbit. Water in the garden. Thought it looked really pretty next to this security envelope, and this is the inside of it with the fabric. Great place to put pictures. Oh, I love that. Next to this garden paper with the flip. Lots of colors in here. And then I did attach that to this scrapbook paper, so there is a tuck right here. Okay, we're on to the second signature. Here's a large envelope that I made. Just made it using paper scraps. And on this side, I had the cake decorating book, and they had a cake of Bugs Bunny. So I cut that out, just added some collage there to decorate the envelope. And then inside the envelope, I tucked in just some paper scraps, yellow, and we got some stars. This really pretty card with a flower. So that'll be inside this envelope. There's this children's book page with the garden. Just love these pages. I think that's an apple tree. There's that side of it. School book pages. Original book page. Here's a page from a craft book. This too has a page from a Cabbage Patch Doll book. Here's more of that dragonfly wrapping paper, and I attached an envelope here with a little garden house with a bird. And inside here is this card. You could cut that up, very pretty. A lot of little pretty pictures in here. That'll be inside the envelope. Added some trim to the envelope. Original book page. Got lots of fabric scraps, garden paper. Original book page. Here's some of my acrylic paper, and I just sewed some watercolor paper to it. Stationery. I added a popcorn bag to this journal too, and in here some more of those gift tags and some random stickers. Just a paper clip with some fabric. Original book page. Popcorn bag. More stationery. Here's the back of that acrylic paper, and I attached a scrap of the scrapbook paper and sewed a silk flower down. Original book page. Garden paper. And there's the wrapping paper. Just put some paper trim here. Cabbage Patch Doll paper. Craft book paper. Original book page. That school book paper. That garden paper. Here's the back of that with apple trees. And then here is another one of those security envelopes, like the overhang page or bookmarker. And I just did some collaging, added some stickers, and in here I tucked some of my watercolor paper. So you'll have that in there. I left the back of the envelope. I didn't put anything in there. I love the look of the security envelopes inside. They're all just always so different colors and patterns. And then on this side, and it's just attached to a really large piece of stationery. On this side, I had the word carrots from another book, and this is glued on both sides. So there's no tuck spot here. You can see the book page through there. Just sewed that. So that'll be laying over here, and you can move it around. These just make really great bookmarkers, and they're really easy to make. So yes. And then we're at the back of the journal. I've got another lace pocket here, and I just tucked this journaling card in, thankful and grateful. And I put another one of those really pretty Easter egg napkins in there that you could decoupage with. So that'll all be in there. Okay, so that is the Bugs Bunny one. 2 signatures, nice and soft. These are so much fun to work in because they're just, you can bend them. Just so squishy and fun. I love them. So that's the Bugs Bunny one. This is the Peter Rabbit one. They are listed in my Etsy shop. I'll leave all the details in the description down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this gives you some inspiration if you're looking to create your own little golden book and you want to do something different. Maybe at some point I'll do a tutorial. If you're interested, let me know on how I make some of my little golden books or how I do the sewing on the fabric. I try and leave the original spine too if I can. I also wanted to mention I still have these three in my Etsy shop. I've still got the whimsical Winnie the Pooh one. I'll leave the video. I've done detailed flip throughs on all of these. I'll leave all those videos down below. But the Winnie the Pooh one is still up in my Etsy shop. I've got Where Did the Kisses Come From? That one is still in my Etsy shop. And then I've got this sweet one too. And this one does have a hard spine. Prayers for Children. So those 3 little golden books are all still available in my Etsy shop. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed this, the tale of the Peter Rabbit and the Bugs Bunny Too Many Carrots. All right, I hope you get outside today and enjoy the weather. I hope the sun is shining. It's been shining here so much. It's beautiful. And I hope you find some time today to create for yourself. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.